Hi, I'm Rick Diamond. This is my thought for the day. It's the first week of June. As you can see, my skin is light colored. I do a lot of ancestry research about me, my family, all kinds of threads that run through the culture that has made me and my life and what I care about and my faith what it is. And with a couple of tiny exceptions, all of my people, my relatives, are from somewhere in the British Isles. Ireland, Scotland, Wales, a few in Germany and France, but that's it. We are classic white people who in the 1600s, 1700s, and 1800s left the old country and came to the U.S., landed literally just like the stories, just like the history, just like the movies. Landed on the shores and disembarked in Philadelphia and Boston and all kinds of places up and down the eastern coast of the United States, even before it was the United States. And everywhere along the way, at every possible turn, every time my ancestors applied for a loan, negotiated over something in a store, went to school, asked for someone's hand in marriage, tried to participate in local government, tried to advance themselves professionally, worked their farms, traveled down the road, a dirt road, a highway, a path in the woods. In every possible, every imaginable juncture, every step, every day that every one of my thousands upon thousands of white-skinned, English-speaking ancestors lived their lives, they were given special and preferential treatment over people of color, Native American people, African American people, Hispanic people. Period. Every day. Every time they wanted to walk into a store, they could. Every time they wanted to go to a hotel or an inn, they could. And they could stay wherever they wanted. Every time they wanted to apply for a job and get some money and open a bank account and get some checks and buy land and court a girl, go to church, all of those things in our history as a nation have been segregated, separate, and preferential towards people like me. All of them. And I know, and it's true, we say, wow, but things are so much better. Y'all, I'm about 60 years old. When I was alive on this planet, black people and white people, brown people with the black people, could not be in the same schools. Schools were integrated forcibly by busing when I was a kid in school. Churches were segregated still when I was alive, when I was a kid in school. And I'm not even talking about the larger issues, the biggest issues. I say all this to say to my fellow people with this color skin or something like it who come from Northern Europe to this country, whether that was a generation ago or 15 generations ago. Do you know what I'm doing about the Black Lives Matter movement? And do you know what I'm doing about the problem, the deep systemic problem, the challenge, the wound of racism in our culture? I am listening to the people who have been oppressed. There is no solution that I can offer that is helpful. None. I do not know anything about what it means to be oppressed, nor do any of my thousands of ancestors of Northern European and white-skinned and English-speaking traditions and ancestry. None of those people know what it was like to be not the slave owner, but the slave, Many of my ancestors owned slaves. And whether they owned slaves or not, they were given preferential treatment in every town they lived in every city they lived in every village they lived in. Always. Now look, that doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't make me a bad person. That's not the question. The question is not, yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm not racist. I don't own slaves. The point is, this person here, I have benefited from a crooked, rigged, sick system that has hurt other people. And I need to listen to those people and hear what they think and see things the way they see them. And the Jewish and Christian scriptures are clear that God is to be heard and experienced from the margins. I am Rome. Black people and brown people and red people and yellow people and gay people, disabled people, women are the people which I have, as Rome, have enslaved, taken over, conquered. It doesn't make me a bad person. This is just how it is. This is just who I am in the bigger system. The prophets in the Jewish and Christian scriptures come from the places where people are oppressed. I am the oppressor because in every way I have benefited from a system of oppression and silencing. I need to listen. Just listen.